Hey everyone, it's Dr. Hodges, and I am here today with Carrie Johnson. We are continuing on with our vitamin series, and today I want to talk about iron. Just as a side note, Carrie is with Bariatric Advantage. She's been with them for, oh my goodness, how long have you been with them?
Almost 8 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. She's a registered dietitian, and I've actually been using these products since 2011, almost exclusively. I recommend them to all my patients. They are a wonderful, good bariatric formulated vitamin. However, I know a lot of you folks that are online watching this video, not everybody's had weight loss surgery, and so I think it's really important that if you are on a weight loss plan, whether you've had surgery or not, let's say you're just doing phentermine or a GLP-1, you still need to make sure that you're meeting all your nutrient goals. And so it's really important that you're getting a really good quality vitamin. And Bariatric Advantage has wonderful vitamins, very good quality control process. And I think the best thing about them is they all taste like candy. So there you go. So let's jump right on in. So what I kind of want to talk today about is iron. I would say when my patients come to see me, preoperatively,
Yes.
if they are a woman, the most common deficiency I'm going to see is iron deficiency anemia.
Yeah, very common.
Yeah, and you're going to be anemic for two different reasons. You're either not getting enough in, so you're not taking in enough. You're either not eating in your diet, taking a vitamin supplement, or you're not absorbing it, or you're losing it from somewhere.
Yeah.
And so the two most common ways where you can lose iron would be in the GI tract. So if you have ulcers, so if you have chronic ulcers, chronic stomach irritation, you can microscopically shed red blood cells, and that could add to anemia. Or if you have polyps in your colon, or if you have hemorrhoids, things like that. If you are a lady and you have a really, really heavy cycle, you have an irregular cycle, if you have a long extended cycle, if you have fibroids, that can cause anemia. In fact, when I have patients that come to see me, I typically will check their labs between their 3 and 6 month period. And if I see that they're anemic, the very first thing that I will ask them, before I even ask them if they're taking their vitamins, is I ask them what their cycle is like. Yeah. Because a lot of times they were probably marginal with their iron, and because they have some gynecologic issues going on, but now that they've had weight loss surgery, because that can predispose you to being anemic, that kind of like is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Exacerbates it even further.
And many times I will tell them, we can keep on giving you all the iron you need. We can keep on doing iron infusions, but we're going to continue to chase it until you kind of get those things down below taken care of. So, yeah, either get something cut out or put a cork in it or something. But I mean, we gotta get it to stop. So, let's talk a little bit about iron. So, for our bariatric patients need at least 45 to 60 milligrams of iron a day.
Yes. So, Bariatric Advantage, our vitamins all have 45, or you can get them without iron.
Right.
But if you're going to take one with iron, it's going to be 45 minimum. But we do have individual standalone iron products that can be taken as well. So if you see someone that is low and you want them to take an additional 30 or 45 or whatever it may be, we don't have them all here, but we do have an 18 milligram chewable iron. We have this 29 milligram. I think it's passion fruit is the flavor on that. Then we have the 30. We'll stop to talk about this one because it's both of our favorite.
This one, hands down, this is my favorite vitamin from you guys.
Good.
It is so good. It is so good. It tastes just like, I'm just going to crack. Can I open it? Yeah. I'm like, can I open it? I say this. So it is, see now I can't hear. I'm like,
let me try.
Like literally she just went boop, boop. It tastes just like a Tootsie Roll. It is so good. It is a chew, 30 milligrams of iron.
And I just took one a little while ago, so I won't.
See, it's just a little chocolate chew.
Chocolate raspberry flavor.
Oh, so good.
And it doesn't, I take these myself 1 to 2 a day, and I don't have any GI issues. I take them on an empty stomach. I don't have any trouble taking these. So it's just a good form of iron that doesn't cause a lot of problems. So,
and when she says problems, she means constipation.
yeah, all that fun stuff, or just even stomach upset. Because I know some people, when they take iron,
right,
it can just mess with their stomach, just not feel good, right? Give you a stomach.
It's like
even.
a strong elemental iron that you get like from the grocery store over the counter.
Yeah. So these typically,
these are good.
That with these products.
Now, you can get constipated if you take like 4 or 5 of these a day, and I can say that because when I would used to hand these out as samples, when I used to have a whole bunch. Now I keep all this product really online, but like when I say I was giving this out like candy, because everybody is anemic. They're all anemic. Everybody's anemic. And I would give my patients one, and then I would take one. Yeah. And you just can't do that like every patient because I mean, like I can't be sampling everyone. And I was like, oh my God, I'm constipated. And I was like, oh my God, I'm taking like too many of these.
4 or 5 a day.
Oh, they're so good though. Really, really good.
So the other option, chewable, I should say, because we're talking about the chewable, the 18, the 29, the 30, and then we also have a 60, which we don't have a bottle of it here, but a 60 milligram chewable lemon lime flavor. So, that's an option as well. But then also,
I would still recommend this one.
Yeah, the 30, 2 of those a day.
That's what you need.
I tried the lemon lime myself recently, and I keep going back to that. Yeah, I'd rather take 2 of those a day.
They're really good. And I'll have a lot of patients like because your calcium, it is so good. They taste like little now and laters. Oh, they're so good. And that's the best thing about bariatric vitamins. Actually, so my daughter, she does cheer. Yes. And she was at one of her little friend's house, and they had this long thing called a tumble track, and then tumbling. And one of the little girls that had come over that was helping them with their flips, she is a gymnast. And when I say a gymnast, like she goes, there's like a gym up in Plano. I think it's called Waco. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, and it's like the gym, like if you were in Dallas, like that's where you go. Like she is homeschooled. So she can go to gym. Wow. Like that's like, I think she wants to be in the Olympics and all that. So one of the things I was talking with her mom about, because she asked me what I do, and we were talking about vitamins. And she's like, yes, her coach wants her to do whatever. And I gave her all the information on this because I'm like, these are athletes and they're teenagers. And how do you get a teenager to take their vitamins? It tastes like candy. Yeah. So, and I also told her about like all the different protein drinks. Yeah. That again, they all taste really good, like milkshakes. So I think that's the other thing that's key is with these vitamins, you don't have to be a bariatric patient to take these vitamins. They'll get you where you need to be, especially since so many of our patients that we see are already anemic. But they also taste really good.
I have so many friends and family that have not had surgery, and they take the multi-chewy bites, they take iron, probiotic, whatever it may be. But yeah, you don't have to be a bariatric patient. And like us, to eat all the iron.
So good. They're so good.
They're so good. The only other one is the capsule.
Yes.
So if you don't, for some reason, want to do anything chewable, we do have the capsule that has 45 milligrams in it. So very easy. Again, ferrous fumarate, I believe, is this one in this product. I don't have my glasses on, but yes, ferrous fumarate. I had to double check.
And that one's tolerated.
It is tolerated really well.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's what we didn't talk about it in our last video on vitamins, but these are all ferrous fumarate as well.
So the fumarate is white, like a lot of times ferrous sulfate, I believe.
Right.
That's typically what you'll see whenever you go to the grocery store. And that can just be a little bit harder on the stomach.
Fumarate tends to work well for the majority of people. Yeah. I would say.
So, and when we say, what we mean is we're just trying to be polite. You're like, it's not going to plug you up. Yeah. So you're much less risk for being constipated. And here's the thing. If you might know that you're anemic, but if you're taking a medicine and it gives you an upset stomach, or if it makes you really constipated, you know what you're going to do? Yeah. Not take your medicine.
Exactly.
But then still call my office and say I'm anemic.
Right, exactly. I still need something, but...
Yeah, you still got to take it. You still got to take it. The one of the things I didn't realize during this series is that this vitamin, if, let's say you are taking, they have a multivitamin, and it's so good. It's a chew. If you are just a regular Joe Blow like me, instead of taking 2 a day, you could take 1 a day of these guys and this, and you'd be golden. If you're a bariatric patient, when you take this, 2 a day, and then 2 of those, and 2 of these. But if you're Joe Blow Schmo, one and one?
Now, actually, I will say
Or do you need
these
to do
are two.
These are two?
These are
Okay.
actually two.
Sorry,
Yeah.
2.
It's a 60 count, so it's a month supply. So yeah, it is two.
Okay.
But they're small. They're not very big
Yeah.
capsules. So they're
All their
you can
capsules
probably
are,
take them at the same time.
yeah. But can I be honest? Like, just take this.
Just take that.
This is it just tastes so good. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I give all my patients blood thinners after surgery, whenever they go home, so they don't get a blood clot. And you can do a shot like Lovenox,
Right.
or you can do Xarelto as for DVT prophylaxis, and you do that every day. I do Xarelto because it's a pill. Why would you want to take a shot every day?
Yeah, when you can just take a pill.
You just take a pill.
Yeah.
So that's similar to this. Why take these? I mean, these are good, but take this one. It tastes better. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna leave that one with you.
I know it tastes so good. Thank
Just
you.
don't take too many in one day. Okay?
I won't. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take my probiotics. I'm all excited. So, I think one of the things to know is when you're anemic, what are some of the signs? So I think the classic sign of anemia is profound fatigue. The other thing that I might ask my patients is, are you chewing on a bunch of ice? So if you are a constant ice chewer, usually that means that you're deficient in iron.
The inside of the whites of your eye, or inside of your eyes, are not bright red like they should be.
Yeah, they're very pale. If you've ever heard of pregnant ladies wanting to eat dirt, so they have that's called pica. So eating weird inanimate things. Typically, that's because they are anemic.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a show called The Great, and it has
Seen that.
Dakota Fanning. I think it's Dakota. No, Elle Fanning in it.
Okay.
And she's playing Catherine the Great. She was the Russian czarist. Anyway, Tsarina. And in one episode or a couple of episodes, she's pregnant and she was anemic. And you see she's sitting there talking, and then she just leans down and grabs some dirt and eats the dirt and then comes back up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to eat that dirt. Let's eat our chewy bites.
Yes, eat your chewy bite. But that's a classic thing that you can see whenever you're when you're iron deficient. So it'd be fatigue, pica. You can have hair loss. So if I have a patient that comes to see me and they're having a lot of hair loss, I'm always going to ask them, are you doing your protein and are you doing your iron? Because those are the two biggest things. Yeah, biotin can help make your hair nice and strong, but what's actually going to grow your hair is going to be the protein and iron. So,
and all these vitamins have plenty of biotin.
Yes,
way more than the recommended dietary allowance, so that's good.
And I've also looked at the bottle. I think it was interesting. So I took Margie to Sephora. I mean, that's where she and all her people are in that natural habitat. And I wanted to look at all the hair products. I'm going to do like a little series on hair, and just as a little sneak peek. I went and I looked at all the different serums and the vitamins and the oral supplements. And honestly, most of the oral supplements, it's just everything that's in a bariatric vitamin. So basically, people just need to take a vitamin.
Period. Yeah.
If you just took a vitamin every day, a good, well-formulated vitamin that doesn't break the bank, your hair's probably going to grow. Right. But you also need to make sure that you're keeping up with your protein and iron, because if you are very anemic, you're going to have a lot of hair thinning. So, okay. So get your iron in. And ladies, if you're having a lot of issues with iron loss, go see a good gynecologist, okay? So keep up with all those too. Go get your annual checkup. So hope that this helped. Oh, and one other thing. All these products are going to be linked below. They're in my link tree, and they're also on my shop at Bariatric Advantage. And my code is CHMD. So hope this helped.